So I am a retired military vet. I really don't have no problem with the US like that. There's a lot of course, negativity that is attached to the US, but I have family that live there and they're functioning. I just wanted to get out the US, just travel the world. I mean, the US is pretty developed. There's a lot of opportunity, things are smooth. That's delicious. I'm the type of individual who likes to switch it up, adventure. I mean, the US is pretty easy, if you ask me. Stay in the right crowds, be around the right people, know somebody over there, and you'll survive. Hey, Web Nation. My name is Lorenzo, and I'm coming from the States, United States of America. Currently living in Ruaka, Kenya, not too far from Nairobi. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to my house. Nothing too crazy, it's just bachelor spot, you know what I'm saying? That's how I could best explain it. It's my dog, Mojo Jojo. Mojo Jojo. Hey, I'ma hold him because if I have him walking around, he's just gonna be looking at everybody. You know what I'm saying? Confused. It's like, just feed me, bro. That's all he really care about. He just care about some food. And it's okay, bro. I like food too. So, but yeah, this is my little workstation right here. This where the magic happens. That's where the shmoney happens. Nothing too crazy. If I do want to, have some little downtime, play the Xbox, but I stopped doing that because first of all, they canceled my subscription. So if you want to know, I used to bank with Capital One when I first started traveling back in 2025. Yeah, because they had good benefits. But all of a sudden, they want to switch to Discover Card. And it's been messing up how I've been moving around here. I haven't been able to make payments as smoothly, unfortunately. Because Discover Card is not really well known, at least in Nairobi. That's all I can speak about. So that's just a little headliner for that. So if you do want to come travel internationally and you're a US citizen, get your bank statements and get that foundation right when it comes to your finances, because you could get caught up and stuck. You can't move as smooth. You got money in your bank account, but you can't even touch it. That's not a good feeling, man, at all. But yeah, this is the balcony. Ruaka. Yeah, this is the spot right here. It's the spot. I like this area because it's pretty quiet. The weather's pretty nice. Yeah, it's greenery. This is not the best view. We do have a rooftop. I'll definitely take y'all there. But it's quiet for the most part, and I like that. Not too much honking. So you know when something's about to pop off. 100%. You're gonna know when something's about to pop off. No, I just felt like home, literally. Like, I really don't know how to best explain it. That's just the honest. Given that I'm from the Caribbean, that's what I was able to relate to, from like the Haitian culture to the Kenyan culture. I don't know if as many people really understand the similarities, but at least for me, it resonated that this place I'm connected to. Even though a lot of people think that I'm like a West African, Nigerian, or someone from Ghana or whatnot, that was like the first impressions when I first got to Nairobi. Like, yeah, this guy is Nigerian. I don't know if it's because of the hair, the beard, the tattoos, but that was the vibes. And I'm not mad at it because our cuisine is very similar, from like the Caribbean cuisine and how we prepare our food. like the spices we use and whatnot. It's very similar to West African cuisine. So, but lately, I've been getting a lot of like, oh, you look Kenyan. All right, let's go. I look Kenyan. That's what's up. I don't know what it is. It's because I'm just being intentional with, immersing myself with the culture of Kenya. But I'm not mad at it. But I'm always gonna keep my Caribbean roots 100%. See how quiet he is? He ain't saying much. He just wants some attention. Ever since I got Mojo Jojo, this has been my spot. I said I work here, and I literally go to sleep here. Like, this guy wants so much attention. It's the kitchen. Some magic definitely does happen over here. Small fridge. I like to eat out. There's so many restaurants in Nairobi where, it's just hard to stay consistent with a meal plan, but I'm working on it. And I have cravings for different type of food. So yeah, I don't need no big ass fridge. As you can see, I don't have any appliances, but I do have some if you want to. And here, yeah, this is where I keep pressure cooker, air fryer, blender. What's the other thing that's called? You got a blender and juicer. Yeah, so magic does definitely happen in here. I just like to keep the countertop clean, you feel me? All right, let me show y'all JoJo's bathroom. He done canceled out everyone's opportunity to really enjoy this bathroom. Because, boy, you smell like a pot of dry, rusted fish. Let me just stop right there. I ain't gonna do you like that. But yeah, this is the guest bathroom. And then over here, we have the guest bedroom as well. King size. You wanna, woo! Look at him. Watch. Let's see what he gonna do. Yay! That's how you know he getting big, man, because before, scary cat. Yeah, we only raise tough people in this house. So that's how you know you can handle that. Over here, we got the gym. This is where you build the iron. Jojo, come here. All right, yep. I don't really allow him in here like that because when I'm working out, he loves to lick my face and all of that. So when it comes to raising a dog, it ain't easy. You gotta do what you gotta do. Instill some boundaries, as I can say. But look, he's all over you. You're not paying attention, but he wants some whatever you smelling like. He wants some of that. But yeah, this is just where we lift some weights. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too crazy. This is more of like an upper body little situation. Do some pull-ups for y'all. Nothing too crazy. You know what I'm saying? Come here, do some push-ups. You know what I mean? You can do some ab work. That's the station right here. This is my bathroom. This is my personal bathroom. Whoever gets the opportunity to be in here, it's not many people that do, besides my loved ones. But yeah, so let me take y'all to the rooftop because this right here, you can get some nice views. See the city of Ruaka. We're gonna check out Two Rivers, Quick Mart, just a bit of the neighborhood of Ruaka. But now here comes the challenging part. Jojo, I mean, let's see how good of a father I really am as a pet dad. Let's take him to the rooftop without this. and see how it responds. Fix this right here. I literally just moved that for them, you know, for y'all. It was hiding, but yeah, I do DJ. I am a DJ. Yeah, come on. Let's get it. All right, so my lifestyle has changed completely. Before, when I first got here, I'm living like an expat now, rather than living like a digital nomad. So it's two different things. A digital nomad, in my opinion, is someone who will come, they work online, they can go anywhere in the world and work. Essentially, that was me. But with that lifestyle, it doesn't really come with a lot of stability. You know, it's either you're out of a hostel, hotels, Airbnbs. So this place that I'm in now is a place that I'm currently renting out of. So I'm saving a lot more doing that than renting from like Airbnb. So I just decided to transition from digital nomad in Nairobi to living as an expat in Nairobi. So my lifestyle choices completely changed. Yeah, before when I got here, I'm still figuring things out. I'm not sure if I really want to live here or not. Then I discovered Ruaka, where it's a bit more out the city. So, like I said, I started DJing when I got out here, so you can imagine. Well, maybe people don't know this, but the DJ lifestyle requires long nights sometimes, especially when you're just starting out and you want to put your name out there. You know, the DJs that just are like the top DJs are performing. They'll either do their start time between 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. or 2 a.m., 3 a.m. ish. And then once you start DJing between 4 or 5 ish, there's a different type of crowd that stays awake in Nairobi. So that also means you have a different style of music you play to as well. So becoming a DJ and coming out here and figuring out your niche, and someone that's like me who is musically inclined in different genres, you know, me trying to figure out my niche had me staying up from all odds of hours, because I love house music, I love three-step, I love amapiano, I love hip hop. I mean, and being here long enough and being at different clubs and knowing what type of DJs that play here, you'll see that a crowd migrates at a certain time. So it was challenging. So now that I've been here long enough and I found my niche in a way, my lifestyle's changed, so I can just accommodate to that rather than being all over the place. So before then, I mean, I'm eating out all the time. I'm sleeping at different times of the hours and whatnot. Now it's a bit more controlled. I know when I want to pop out and things like that. So we made it to the rooftop. Oh my gosh, it rained. All right, so normally this part is pretty clear, but knowing this guy, he's gonna want to lick something. So let's stay away from this area so he don't take a whole dirty ass bath. Let him just play around over here. Yeah. Let's see how he behaves. Cause right now you low-key embarrassing me right now. See what I told y'all? Look at him. Boy, thirsty as hell. All right, but if we stay close enough, we might be good. This is panoramic view of Nairobi, I would say. I think that's Gong Hills over there, if I'm not mistaken. We got Westlands, the whole city is over there. And then this is just my area. Quick Mart, Two Rivers. I think that's Village Market. Yeah, it's actually pretty nice with these glasses on. Let's see, I don't know if y'all want to see. Yeah, I used to do photography and videography, so I know like if you have that filter, for sure, it gives it a different perspective. Tagoni is over there somewhere. Bro, I give you water, bro. What? See? Anyways, but yeah, Tagoni's pretty nice. I haven't been there too many times, but it seems like it's a nice developing area. Real estate is looking nice. The properties are looking super modern. It's a lot going on over there. So that's my travel plans for 2026. Is experience Kenya a lot more, especially my city. And then come 2027, deuces. I'll be back. I'll still keep my same property, but yeah, the world is calling my name. My passport is too empty. I need some more stamps on there. So yeah.
Hey Web Nation family, something real is happening now. Spots for our November trip 2026 is actively being taken and people are booking now as you watch it. That means this is no longer an idea, it's happening guys. It's real. If you've been watching these stories and you are feeling that pull and you're telling yourself, I will do it someday, that someday is now. Right now you can secure your spot with just a deposit. Now, if you want a payment plan, then your deadline for payment is this April 30th. The question is simple. Are you coming? Click the link in the description now to secure your spot or scan the QR code and I'll see you in South Africa. Now, let's get back into the video.
Nairobi is super more affordable than the States. I have a 2-bedroom that's under 500. That's my rent. Everything else is like groceries, which I would say is about $200-300 a month. And that depends, what type of month it is. Living in Africa, living in Kenya, you have different type of months. Like in December, you probably won't be home for a week or two because you partying and you ended up at somebody's house or villa or compound and you're just having a good time, enjoying life. And like this past January, I was barely in the house because it's my birthday. I have like 4 other friends that's birthdays in January as well. So it was just like wake up the next day, hey, yeah, we have to be here somewhere. And then it just keeps going. So it depends, but I do like to cook. I'm on like a healthy little journey right now of juicing and yeah, pray for me. So I'm trying to live a long life. So I am a retired military vet. At this current moment, what I do is help military members and veterans plan their transition in or out the military and help them understand their benefits. So when they get out the military, they're not feeling lost, not feeling confused. So I offer one-on-one calls. You can find me on my socials, PFC Role. Yeah, that's what I primarily do. Also, I do offer a consultation business in the financial aspect. I help people file their taxes back in the States. So this is one of my busiest seasons, primarily between November and April. Yeah, the IRS opens January of every year. And that's when it's time for people back in America to file their taxes. So I have US clients. So it can be a little challenging because the 7 or 8 hour difference, because at some point they do change the time. I don't think you guys change the time out here. But back in the States, they want to manipulate time. I don't know why that is. Yeah, just coming from a place like Asia, you order Uber, the driver's there, they'll talk to you, and it's like, it's smooth. Then you come here, then the Uber drivers are trying to get up on you. Like, but it's valid though, it's valid. To be honest, that is a jokingly type of complaint that I would have. There's like over here, I don't have to deal, if I'm walking down the street, I don't deal with cigarette smokers. If you go to a place like Bali or Thailand, you're gonna deal with something like that. But over here, I don't deal with anything like that. So, I mean, these are like I said, that's like a small complaint. I've met multiple Uber drivers who I have great ass conversations with. And that's why I like living in Ruaka, because that 20 or 30-minute drive to Lavington or Kilimani or Westlands, I'm having a great ass conversation with that driver, and I'm able to connect with them. They're able to educate me on, different perspectives they have or their lifestyles and whatnot. We talk politics, we talk music.
So guys, YouTube told us that 72% of you guys watching have not subscribed. Maybe you forgot. Please do subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, it's free. That's how you show your support to us, and we promise to bring you an amazing content every week, twice a week at this point. So please subscribe now and stay tuned to Webnation Africa.
100%. When it comes to peace of mind, living in Kenya versus living in a different state in the U.S., the immediate pressure is having a weapon on you, I would say. Like when I used to leave the house, when I was living in the States, you need to have that fire on you. That's something we'll say. So just knowing the fact that I could leave my house and don't have to worry about having to dodge a bullet. Of course, I'm not worried about my life being endangered. There's a little thrill to having a weapon on you. I'm not gonna sit here in front where it's like, it's a thrill because you can protect yourself, you can protect your family. If someone wants to try it, in Kenya, someone steals your phone or someone does something crazy to you, it's just like 2 hands, 2 feet. We're gonna kick you, we're gonna punch you, we're gonna rob you type of things. Not rob you necessarily, but like if you steal something in Kenya, best believe that there's a mob, if I'm not mistaken. There's a mob that's, yeah, they're gonna tell you what's up. And it kind of blows my mind at the fact that like we can go on Instagram and see 254 Nairobi or the Gossip Club and see like how many times a thief gets their ass beaten because they tried to steal a phone. But it still happens. Nairobi street mob, we don't need no guns. So, you don't need no guns. You just straight fist, get your ass beat. It's about who you know. And that's what I realized in Nairobi is who you know. And I want to credit the people that I've met out here in Nairobi. Individuals like Tim Booker. He's also American. We have Troy White, who's a mogul in the lifestyle space, marketing space. We have individuals like Kevin Morris, who's is a pioneer. He's a teacher. He's inspired me just to be more intentional about my stay here. We have someone like Kia, who started a business called Traverse Culture, who helps individuals relocate to Nairobi. She does a phenomenal job, and I'm just glad to be associated with someone like her. She invited me to her house a couple of times, and she makes some bomb-ass food. I'm a foodie, and thank you, Kia, for throwing it down. We have someone also, her name is Ella. She does Nairobi Nexus every first Thursday of the month. The next one's gonna be at Seal. It's gonna be the second edition that I'm definitely gonna pull up to. Yeah, I mean, we have these pioneer individuals who are, helping that diaspora space. And I was not into any of that, but just being connected to them and just seeing that they're not just here living a regular type of lifestyle, they came here to serve a purpose, and that's inspiring me. me being so young, retired, having the opportunity basically do wherever I want, I could drift away to living a life of freedom and choice that we all granted to. But it's one thing to do that, but have a life of purpose as well. I've experienced a life of just having fun and all, and I just feel like it's boring. It's a great ass time. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, to elevate and grow as a man, as an individual, be someone that can provide for your community, be of value to that source. Yeah, that's at least where I'm striving to be. I didn't need approval. That's one thing. I didn't need approval from my family. And I think because of that type of mentality that I have, they're like, all right, he's one of us. He's going to represent in some form or faction. So I think they're excited for me, I think they're living through my lens. So I'm just going to continue living my life and doing what I feel is right. I would say my biggest fear would just be like spending money on a ticket, get into immigration and get into the airport and you're like denied. And you have to pay for another ticket to go back home. That was like my biggest fear. But as far as like dealing with the people, I didn't have no fears. It's not like I'm purposely going to dangerous places. 100% in Nairobi. You can't go wrong in Nairobi, I feel like. I still have to go check out other places in Africa, 100%. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have a great ass time over there. But Nairobi called my name, and I ain't mad at it. Shout out Kenya to the world, Africa to the world. I still have so much to visit. I still haven't seen the safari. I've been here for a year. Still haven't seen the safari. Still haven't seen other places in the coast. That just is a testament to how Nairobi could just suck you in. And there's so many type of lifestyles that you can have. Whether it's nightlife, that 100% I got sucked into. I'm not gonna hold you. I started DJing out here. When it comes to being outside and networking, I had to put in that work. Grateful for it, but yeah, that just shows like how beautiful Kenya is, and there's so much more to see. I just came from Kisumu. I went to Malindi. Malindi's nice. I think summertime just happened in Malindi. I'm gonna go check it out. I like Malindi. It's cool. Haven't seen Diani. There's so much more to see. There's so many waterfalls. The nature is beautiful. I was at someone's Airbnb just this weekend, and if you just take a nice glimpse of the city, even Nairobi, this was Kilimani, and you just look at the nature, you see the trees, you see the plants, and you see how diverse it is. All the colors, it's like super beautiful. Like I'm looking at it and I'm just like, I don't ever remember seeing a view like this in the States, where it's just that beautiful with the nature, You might, in the States, there's so many developed communities where you'll just see a line of palm trees and they're not really man-built, They're just, they planted a seed. It's nice and all, but, oh man, if y'all understand what I'm saying, back in the States, you just have to come and visit it and see it and you'll be blown away. I feel like everyone should come because I'm the type of individual where you should open up your mind to new things. So come check it out. It's not for everyone. I could say that. 100%. It's not for everyone. I'm gonna say Kenya and Nairobi is not for everyone. I still have to see Africa. I still have to check out so many other countries. But I feel like everyone should come visit because what you think is not what you're gonna experience. Even if like when I saw good positive videos of content creators like Austin Holloman, Kick Greatness, those are the two guys that I saw who was out here checking effect. maybe some other guys, but those are the 3 popular YouTubers that influenced me to come out here. They hyped it up for me to get here, and it got me here, you know. But still, it did not do enough justice. I Show Speed came out here not too long ago, and he did not really do a good justice of really showing Africa. He did a great job, but you still have the aspect where it's like there's so much more to experience. He didn't show everything, but he did a good job of showing that Africa has a lot of potential. So whether it be Kenya, South Africa, Ethiopia, Ghana, Nigeria, I can't speak for anybody else. I'm just gonna stop there because there's so many other beautiful countries. I can mention them and people could feel like they're scared to go there. But I encourage people to follow content creators who travel the world and get their perspective. Once you gain their perspective, it'll help you decide if you should go or not. Don't be that outsider where you watch a clip on TikTok, watch a clip on Instagram, a 30-second clip, and you're just like, I don't know if I should go there or not. No, watch a vlog, watch a 40-minute vlog. Follow that content creator, subscribe to them, validate if you like them or not. And that would determine if you want to go there or not. And that was my decision to Kenya, where I followed enough people where they just like, yeah, Kenya's the move.